Hey y'all, this is Cindy. I'm the Tireless Tangler, and you have arrived at day 18 of the 100 Days of Zentangle Project 2020. Thank you so much for being with me today. I'm behind on filling out my tile, but we are going to tackle once again by viewer request the tangle by Tomás Padrós called Meshmerize. And I looked at my video that I did on this last year, and I felt like I could do a better job. So that is what we're going to try to do today, is a better job explaining this tangle. Okay? And I have one thing I think that might help, but we're going to find out. Okay? So to get started, we're going to start again with a dot grid. Okay? And you want your dots to be a decent size. And you don't want to put them too close together. Okay? Now you don't want to, at least in the beginning, you don't want to play too much with your grid. Try to keep it in as square lineup as you can get. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I am concerned that you guys will lose your place if we don't stay fairly even. I tend to drift down on these. I really have to be careful. Okay, last one. I know I have not used all my space today, but I think you're going to get it just fine. All right, this isn't so bad now. Come on. All right, so we are going to, just like we did, or similarly as we did with Cadent, we are going to join these circles, okay? And unlike Cadent, we are not going to do that S shape. We are going to do a sort of a C stroke. So we're going to, and let me make sure I am doing this the right way here. I don't know if it's important, but in his step out, Tomás starts with the C shape going down. Now this is the basic stroke for the tangle pattern Huggins. Okay? Now instead of moving across, okay, I want you to move down. Alright? And I want you to do the same stroke all the way down the column. Okay? I'm going to skip a row, and once again make that open C shape, taking off and landing around your little black orbs. And we're going to do that all the way down. Just take your time. Make a slight curve in your line. Take off and land. Okay? Not so hard. All right. So this next stroke can be a little confusing, but it's not bad. So we're going to change this stroke, and we're going to do it on top. And we're going to do that on this middle row. Okay? Let me show you. We're going to start up here again. We're going to take off over, make that slight curve, and land like that. All right? Now I want you to do that all the way down, even though some of these strokes seem really long and far away. It's right. Okay, so now it's going to look like this. And that's basically the hardest part. Now, we're going to draw a line through this. But first, I want to show you something in hopes that this will help you see where we're going with this pattern. I'm going to just lightly shade something for you, and you do not have to do this right now. Just watch. I'm going to shade under each of these that are pointing down. Okay, so by shading right here on this middle column, I want you to now see this as sort of a tunnel. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line coming straight through the middle of this. Okay, and we're going to skip this place where it's shaded, because that's going to be, think of this as a little bridge. Okay, it's going to go over this line. All right, so we are going to, and I shaded this to help you get that sort of feeling of, oh, this is going to go underneath this. Okay, so right down the middle. When you get to the next line, stop. Now, are you starting to see it? Okay, let's do that right down here too. Next row, skip that, continue on. Are you starting to see the 3D? Okay. Skip the middle bridge. Travel on. Oh, now we're starting to see it, right? Okay. Now, the next part of this is simply rounding. Okay. And what I want you to do is go to your opposite corners. Take your sort of skinny angles, and you're going to round that out. And you can round a big glob, or you can just round it a little bit. It will give you a different look depending on how you approach it. There. Okay. Can't see our other side. Let's go back down here. And again, rounding opposite corners. All the way down. Now, for shading, which is a big deal with this pattern, of course, as you can see, you're also going to want to add some on the other side, just a bit, to really get that going beneath or behind look. But isn't this a cool pattern? For some reason, this seemed a lot harder last year. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a zen place today. I did not think I was going to be doing this. I am trying to bank this one before surgery. So you guys may be seeing this on Friday. I don't know. It'll be a miracle if I ever know what day it is again. I know you guys are going to be thinking about me. I will be missing you. So this is Meshmerize, right? Now, Tomás, I said that already, that he has a couple of examples that whoops, I forgot this one, didn't I? Well, this will be a good example then, where he really rounds the edge off here. Sort of like we did on Patience, on the pattern Patience we did several days back. And so you can make these as rounded looking as you want, right? The other thing you can do is where you have these little round dots, and just even those out. Make sure they're connected to your line, so that you've got that I'm going underneath here look. I like to sort of top mine off so they aren't too round. I really love this pattern. I don't know why it flowed so easily for me today. I love it. I just love it. Now, because I taught this last year and I didn't embellish, this year I'm embellishing this puppy because I've always wanted to and I've never had the opportunity to. So here's where I'm going with this immediately. And you guys do as you will. I will be thrilled if you guys get the basic pattern. This is a tough one and it confuses a lot of people. So take your time, take your time, try to see where you're going with it. And I think you'll be surprised at how simple it is. Okay, so embellishing, I definitely want to add auras to this. So I'm going to start, I'll start up here. Take your time if you're going to be doing this. Oops. Getting wild and crazy with that. Taking my time. Remembering to breathe. You guys do lots of breathing for me this weekend, okay? Oops. Lots of prayer is appreciated. I am not worried, but Kiddo is not saying it out loud, but worried. He has made a couple of statements that lead me to believe he is stressed out. He's always afraid of what's going to happen to him if something happens to me. So we're not going to let anything happen to me. We are going to make this happen and make it as easy and as pain-free as possible for everybody. I really like how that dresses it up. Now, what else can I do? I really, really, really want to embellish. What can I do to embellish that's not going to destroy the sense of going behind and woven quality of this? And that's what I'm asking myself. What can I do? I don't want to mess too much with this line, simply because we've set it up to look like separate parts. But I could aura it in that way and do the same on the bottom going the other way. That gives it an interesting look. I'm just going to experiment a little bit, see what we get. Make sure I'm going the right direction here. So this one's going to come in. I like it. I like it. There's a little bit of interest. So I'm going to do that again. And we go out. And again, this is not part of the pattern. This is me adding extra stuff because I can, and it's my tile, and I can. And you're working on your tile, and if you want to do something, you can. It's a great thing about art. We can. See? We did. Not only can we, but we did. All right. Put a couple more. I'm enjoying this. I've so enjoyed drawing with you guys. I know the videos have been long. I just feel like I'm tangling with my friends, and I hate to speed them up. So remember, you can watch me at double speed if you like. If that just goes too slow for you, you can speed me up. All right. What now? I may leave this way. I really like what we did, and it's got such pretty clean lines that I think I'm going to leave this where it is. I might add something else when I'm thinking about it, but I really, really, really like the way this turned out. And as a matter of fact, this gives me an idea. Whoops. I lost my chop in there somewhere. I don't know what I did here. Well, it's going to be me today, whatever it is. All right. There. It's not exactly my chop, but no, it is today. All right, guys. That's day 17 of the 100. Oh, I'm wrong. It's day 18 of the 100 Days of Zentangle project. Don't forget to sign and date your art. You will be glad someday that you do this. Get in the habit of it. It's a very good habit to have. There's nothing worse than turning a tile over, wondering when you did that and what it was for, and find the back blank. Just take my word for that. It's frustrating. So sign and date your art. Be proud of it. Give it the time and love that it deserves. All right, guys. This is Meshmerize by Tomás Padrós. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day 19.